Hey, it's your boy Mike Cheese, and today I am back again with another video. And I posted my Royal Rumble review like 2 days ago, I think. And today we are going to be ranking all 5 January episodes of NXT in 2015. So let's not waste any time and let's get right into the video. So number 5 kicks off with the first episode of NXT. And not saying that it's a bad episode, it's just that I enjoy the other episodes more. Now, the first thing that happened in this episode is Ty Dillinger and Jason Dolan, which is a tag team, are going up against the Lucha Dragons. But the Ball Villains at the end of the match would interfere, but the match was good, just like any other NXT match. Bull Disney has kind of lost momentum since he's talking to someone like CJ Parker, who has been lost momentum. And Bull Dempsey has been built like a monster, but he is talking to a loser like CJ Parker. While CJ Parker and Baron come on in the match, Bull Dempsey is sitting right there watching at ringside. But Baron Corbin would be like, hey, come on, fade up. But Bull didn't want to, but Baron literally dragged him out and started to throw hands with him. And yada, yada, yada. And to be honest, Baron Corbin was kind of the face because, like, people was cheering him and counting his matches because he had to have short matches. Sami Zayn will give an update on when he's coming back to NXT. Blue Pants, yeah, who remembers her, will have tons of matches with Carmella and the fans will like her. Fun fact, she is in AEW with and as a librarian. And a lot of people would like her matches with Carmella, and there you saw that, so they kept on bringing her back. All it comes down and cuss her promo. She's basically like 60% face and 40% heel because of what she said to the audience. And Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch comes out to interrupt her and give her a beat down, but Natalya comes at her to even the odds and fight with Charlotte to try to defend them off of her. This episode, we get promotions of NXT moving to Wednesdays in 2 weeks. But next week, we are getting promotions of what will happen on that episode. Now, as you can see, the Lucha Dragons versus the Fall Villains, but the Lucha Dragons have had a bad NXT tag team title reign, and there's no doubt about it. Just watch the title reign and you'll understand. Then we get Hideo Itami versus Curtis Axel, and then we get Sami Zayn returning all in that episode. Now this is the funniest interview I've seen. You guys just need to watch it. Then we get a promotion for the main event. Hideo Itami and Finn Balor versus the Ascension. And let's just look at what Finn Balor was wearing. Like a glittery red trunks, which is pretty weird. But the match was really good, like I expected. You guys should watch it. And that is for number 5. Coming in at number 4 is the last episode of NXT. And the reason why it is last is because that is known as the day that Bull Dempsey was buried by Baron Corbin. Not a lot of people talk about it because nobody remembers him, but I mean, damn, he got buried with Baron Corbin. So let's just get a review of the show. The show opened with Bam, Blake and Murphy versus the Lucha Dragons, and the Lucha Dragons retained their championships. I'm lying. Blake and Murphy got the championship, and they won. And I roll up, and it's really shocking because, like, if you expect the team to win the championship, you expect, like, the Villains to win. Then after the match, the week before, Bailey attacked Charlotte. We'll get that later. Charlotte Flair basically says I'm watching you, because they have a tag team match. It's basically confronting her for what she did last week. Tyler Breeze cuts a promo of how he's going to be watching the tournament. He's probably going to interfere with the Hideo or Tommy match. Maybe. Then we get Neville versus Tyson Kidd in an amazing match. You can never go wrong with these two competitors. I think this was his last match on NXT since he was going to make a tag team with Cesaro. And after, Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch cuts a promo, basically Sasha is saying that Becky is going to hand her over the NXT Championship and how she's going to win the NXT Championship. And Sasha Banks might win. I don't know. Then Blake and Murphy cuts a generic promo. So that's that. Now, Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch versus Charlotte and Bayley. And the match was really good. But then I literally forgot why Bayley and Charlotte started to fight after. I literally forgot. And Finn Balor cuts a regular promo talks about how he has to go against Hideo Itami and how the fans and yada yada yada. Amber cuts a promo on how she's returned to NXT because her main roster debut was her run was trash. Now this is what I said at the beginning of this. The Borough of Bull Dempsey. They had a match. Bull Dempsey lost clean again, but after the interview, it was unspeakable. I'm not going to show it. I will let you guys watch it because it's just heartbreaking to watch.
It's gonna happen again. I'm gonna knock your teeth right down your throat, and if you don't believe me, try.
And as you could see, that is when he officially has gotten buried. And I heard because William Regal didn't really like him. I need to look more into that. But now, let's get into the best contract signing I've ever seen. This contract signing was really, really epic. And it doesn't need action to make and this tells me it doesn't need action to make a contract signing nice. All you need is a story, and that's what they did. I recommend that you guys watch this again. But that is for number 4. Coming in at number 3 is the January 21st episode of NXT. Now let's get started on this pay-per-view. At the beginning of the episode, Regal announces the tournament and the pay-per-view, the next pay-per-view. And Sami Zayn was originally booked to go against Ty Dillinger, but he literally destroyed him, bro. He literally destroyed him. And he calls out Kevin Owens because the week before something happened between him, and that we'll be discussing that later. Regal interrupts and gives Owens a match with Kevin Owens, a non-title match. But as you guys heard before, clearly it wasn't a non-title match because Kevin Owens changed it. Now it was Finn versus Axel in the next tournament round. And that match was really good. And like, I wasn't expecting that. But actually, Finn won the match. And we get another funny interview from Sasha Banks. You guys should watch it. Now we get a promo from Bull Dempsey, and I'm not to lie, his promos are good. He is good on the mic. Next, we get Charlotte versus Sasha Banks. For like the 5th time, and it could have been better. It was like the match was like 3 minutes because Charlotte kicked Becky Lynch and Becky Lynch interfered. Then Bayley interferes, and then she picks up the NXT title. But then Charlotte takes it back. Then Bayley does the hugging move. Then Regal comes out and announces a fatal 4-way at the NXT Arrival pay-per-view. So that was a lot. Now we have another good interview from Kevin Owens. Like, what's up with these good promos that NXT has? Like, oh my gosh. Now we have Bam, Blake and Murphy versus the Raw Villains, and it was good. But Blake got, I think it was Blake or Murphy, got the roll-up. And Tyler Breeze says he will be champion, but we all know how that went. We know how it's going to go. But talk about promos, Blake and Murphy needs to work on their promos back then. Like, that was the most generic promo I've ever heard. But the main event was one of a kind. It was Tyler Breeze versus Hideo Itami in a tournament match, and it was amazing. I don't know how many times I could say it, but it was amazing. You guys need to watch it. And the best episode of January is a Wednesday night premiere. We kick off the show with Finn Balor versus Tyson Kidd in a extremely good match. And I thought that was the last match for Tyson Kidd, but it wasn't, because he was on the main roster. No, not at that time, but he was going to go on the main roster. And Bull Dempsey yet again proves that he is good on the mic. Bull Dempsey and Baron Corbin goes at it again, but I just don't understand why not just both get counted out and not have one of them take the clean pin. Sasha and Lynch goes and gets Natalya Hart and Charlotte Flair, and it was above average. I can tell you that. But Adrian versus Zayn was epic. That match was amazing. Is it better than the All Evolution one? That's up to you to decide. But Sami Zayn retains, and Kevin Owens attacked from behind. And Kevin Owens is one of the most hated people in NXT, and he only been there for 33 months? 30 days? That's saying something. Now, this was a short episode. Well, not short, but you know what I kind of mean, because the main event was like 20 minutes or 30 minutes. But as you can see, the shorter is the better. Now, that episode was one of the best. And probably at the end of the year, December 2020, I might rank every NXT episode of the month as I read number 1. Maybe. And that is all for the video. I hope you guys enjoy it. On Saturday, I will be dropping my NXT Portland TakeOver predictions. And I will see you guys later. Like, subscribe, comment, do all of that to support my channel. That's all. That's me. Peace.